Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. It is Thursday, so we are talking Turner syndrome. This week I have something a lot on my mind. There's just a lot going on with us, but I've been dealing with so many doctor stuff and so many appointments that it really made me think about how grateful I am to have health insurance. And I thought about a time where I didn't have health insurance. I didn't have coverage. I didn't have coverage for the stuff that I needed, for my medicine, for going and seeing an endo regularly, for the screenings. I didn't have coverage for any of that for a while, and it was kind of scary. I managed to still get my meds because my prescription didn't run out, but it was much more expensive than it had been when I had coverage, of course. And it was very interesting getting it without coverage because the pharmacies ask, like, do you have health insurance? What's your health insurance plan? Do you have your health insurance card? And I didn't have one to show. So basically it all started when my dad's company that he was working for at the time downsized and he got laid off, and I'd always had my benefits through him. So it was great coverage, but then when he got laid off, we lost benefits and I didn't have medical coverage. And of course, that's stressful for anybody, but especially for me, we had to kind of scramble and work to figure out if we could afford to pay for my medicine just outright without the coverage. How would we handle that? And it delayed some of what we decided to do because I all of a sudden didn't have coverage for my knee surgery that we had talked about doing. And I didn't have coverage for some of the dental stuff I was wanting to do. I don't know how much those two are connected, although there's a lot out there that says pretty much anything could be connected to Turner's because it's so foundational. But also, we had to focus on being able to afford my medicine. So if that meant putting off some other stuff because I needed my medicine, that's what took priority. And thankfully, I did not have a super expensive one at the time. I had already kind of switched to a generic, more affordable one, but it still made a difference switching from paying for it with medical coverage and having medical coverage pay for a certain percentage of it, but then not having it and having to pay for it outright. So I thought I would share that experience and kind of, I've always really wondered if I had to get on my own benefits, how would that look? Because there's also qualifying for it. And Turner's could be considered, well, it is considered a pre-existing condition, and it could be considered something that insurance companies don't like, that they think of as a liability, or you're going to be more expensive, stuff like that. So I have never tried getting on my own. I've always been either on my dad's benefits or, like right now, technically I'm on Andrew's benefits. And if I had to get on my own, it might go up in price because of having Turner's. So I want to hear your experiences with medical insurance as far as, have you ever had a time period where you had to figure things out without medical coverage? Have you ever had to figure out being able to qualify for medical coverage on your own and not as a dependent? Because I know for me, being able to qualify as a dependent pretty much my whole life, that has made it way less complicated to get medical coverage. So I want to hear your experiences. This has just been something on my mind. Like, what would I do if I had to rethink that? And what would I do if we lost our medical coverage and I had to figure it out? What would I do if I had to qualify for it myself? Not even we lost it, but we changed and I had to qualify for it myself. So I would like to hear your experiences and stories and thoughts. Leave that in the comments below. If you have any topics that has to do with Turner syndrome that you would like to see a video on, leave that in the comments below as well. And make sure you're subscribed and have notifications on. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.